What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Love or Tarot. Sorry, I had to get a sip of water. I am Jay, your host here at Love or Tarot, and I'm here to do a collective reading and to also try to figure out some of these channelings that I've been getting. Oh my gosh, like the energy of right now is so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming, and I don't know how else to describe it other than that. It's overwhelming. I'm so plugged in to the collective, and I feel like I'm just being shifted and pulled in all these different directions. On one hand, there's a group where there's a sense of calm, a sense of acceptance in this situation that we're currently in the state that we're currently in, understanding that this is happening. There's not really much that we can do to prevent it. Being precautious, but not necessarily being fearful. Then there's this other group where the energy is very, very nervous and very like nerves are shot, but it's kind of like an all of a sudden thing. And it's like I'm hearing that, for some people, it was that the state that we were in wasn't so close to home, and then suddenly it hit a lot closer to home, and now someone's in a state of, quite a few people are in a state of shock that, this is now so close to home. Then there's also other people who are trying to, or are kind of in hermit mode, just preparing themselves for what's next. Not necessarily being focused on the now, but focused more so on their future. I'm also getting a group where, you're just chilling, you're just relaxing, you're not really worried about too much. And you just kind of accepting the flow of the situation. Like, okay, we're in quarantine. I'm just going to sit at home. I'm going to chill. I'm going to relax. I'm going to watch movies. I just heard smoke hookah. So for some of you may be into smoking hookah. Yeah, it's really, I don't know, it's really interesting. But like I said, it's very different. So this energy that's overwhelming me started about 3 days ago. 3 days ago. And it originally started with feeling extremely depressed, extremely sad, and me not really understanding where this energy was coming from. Like, just being completely confused. About what exactly was going on. There was some resentment, some anger, some unresolved emotion, especially dealing with a recent relationship that may have ended, or something that's kind of coming to the forefront in reference to this situation. And I wanted to kind of pull cards to kind of get some advice on that situation in particular, okay? So, and like I said, this really deep, depressive energy that I was feeling. Your cards are Dove Spirit, Be Peace, Nightingale Spirit, Love is All Around, and Flamingo Spirit, Embrace the In-Between. Now, I feel like as interesting as it may sound, even before I started doing this reading, I was almost getting the sense that I was going to pull 3 cards and they were going to be for 3 separate groups of people. And I'm getting that feeling even more so now. So again, I told you guys that there's this group of people who are chilling. So Dove Spirit, Be Peace, okay? And then there's this group of people who have just kind of are sitting in the acceptance of the situation. Love is All Around, Nightingale Spirit. And then there's also this group of people who are like losing their mind in fear, anxiety, nervousness in regards to the situation. Flamingo Spirit, Embrace the In-Between. Okay. So I feel like in all, we're all being pushed to see more love, to see more of what we can gain out of this situation versus what we're losing. To look at the situation as the glass half full instead of the glass half empty. To really recognize that so many of us are in such a grand position to start again and to truly be reborn through this process. You can come out of this position of hermit mode, of the hangman, um, and gain a whole new perspective. You can come out of this quiet time. You can come out of this, still moment and be whoever you want to be. For those of you who are extremely unhappy with the current state that you're in, or with the current state that you were in before this situation arose, you can be whoever you want to be moving forward. You don't have to accept the norm that you were accepting previously. You don't have to go along to get along. You know, for those of you who are just kind of in this state of acceptance, you're in a beautiful place where you just accepted this is what it's going to be. But don't allow that acceptance to keep you stagnant either, because there is more coming. And, I don't mean that in a sense of a bad thing, but I feel like there is more coming. And I mean that as in, there's more time, there's more space, there's more energy, there's more people that are coming into the fold for us. And with that, being in a place of acceptance without movement will keep you stagnant in the time where everyone else, those of us who, are kind of just calm and building and preparing, are ready for the next phase, and you are kind of just sitting in a place where you're chilling, you're at home, you're not really doing anything because you've accepted the situation, and you're just kind of chilling and not preparing. It's a time to chill, and it's also a time to prepare and to make sure that you're doing the best you can to bring out the best benefit for yourself. Some of you, and a lot of us honestly, are really going to have to look at very impractical ways of making money at this present time because of all that is going on. There's so many resources online. I am truly a firm believer in YouTube University, but that's me. But there's different places where you can go to learn different skills. Udemy is a great website as well. Udemy.com is a great place for you to learn, little skills, or, even learn things on how to necessarily market yourself or make money online. So that's definitely an avenue you can take as well. But there's definitely a lot of creative energy that I'm sensing as well. So a lot of different people are getting back into painting, drawing, singing, writing. And these are all great fields to be in right now because so many people are sitting idle. They're sitting idle. They need to hear from you. They want something to read. They want something beautiful to admire and look at. So this is a great time for art. It's just an amazing time for art. So I'm going to pull a few cards in reference to each and kind of see what I unpack on a more personal level. Spirit, could you tell us a little bit more about Dove Spirit? Spirit, could you tell us a little bit more about Dove Spirit? Could you tell us a little bit more about Dove Spirit? Okay. So we have the Devil in reverse. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. And we have the King of Wands, okay? So again, like I said, relaxing, chilling. The King of Wands is a very charismatic ruler. Is what I always am reminded of when I see this card. The King of Wands is very well versed in how to, create and manifest different opportunities in his own life, because he understands that, his creative, mind, his way of thinking of very innovative new ideas will really bring forward a lot of abundance for him. There's also this Three of Cups energy where you're spending time with loved ones, you're spending time with people that you love and that you care about, and it's really causing this great sense of joy in regards to that. But there's also this place of negative self-talk that is occurring also in this moment. So, whether it be you coming to the forefront with this Two of Swords and realizing, wow, I thought that I was so confused about, this person in particular or this family member. And now that you've kind of had time to spend time with them, you're recognizing that, wow, it wasn't confusion at all. We just don't know each other. And now you're getting to the point where you're able to, get close to people that, you haven't really had the opportunity to. Others of you are learning more about other people and coming to this realization of like, wow, this is who you really are. And some of you aren't happy with with that realization or happy with what is being revealed. I would definitely say take this time to spend time with loved ones, to spend time with friends. Don't overindulge too much. It's crazy. Everything's shutting down, but the liquor store is still open. So just be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful of that. You don't want to end up in the hospital for anything foolish. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at Nightingale Spirit. Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. Spirit, what can you tell us about these beautiful people that are building? Yes. Okay. Spirit, what can you tell us about Nightingale Spirit? What can you tell us about these beautiful people that are building? Yes, yes, yes. What can you tell us? Yes. What can you tell us about these people that are building? I think that's the Knight of... Is it? Yes, it is. Two of my favorites. Okay. So out for Nightingale Spirit, that group of you who are building, and creating opportunities for yourself, you're definitely building. We have the King of Coins. We have the Nine of Cups. And we have the Ten of Coins in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. And we have the Princess of Cups. Can I get a boom and a yes and a hallelujah for acceptance? It's all that I feel with this. It's like you could have been in a state, previously of feeling a little anxious about the situation, trying to figure out what it is that you needed to do. But now you're at a point where you're just like, it's almost like it's like I keep seeing a beaver. And it's like beavers, they build, they're not waiting until something happens before they start building their home, before they start building their dams. They're making sure that everything is beautiful and in place. So guess what? When things start to happen, they're already set. They're already set. They have collected every branch, every stick, everything that they need to make sure that their home is secure before, everything hits the fan, okay? And so it's like you were in a state of worry or in a state of shock at first at what was going on, and it may have built a little bit of anxiety in you, but you quickly recognized, okay, I could either fall victim to this or I can push myself into understanding that this is happening whether I like it or not, and accepting it. Okay? Accepting it, truly accepting it, and, looking to honestly be the student of it. Like, what can I learn? What can I learn here with this situation? Okay? With this King of Coins and this Nine of Cups, it's like you have come to the point where you have found different ways. You're finding different ways to make money. You're being very impractical. You're not necessarily going towards the status quo. You're looking at ways to make money that correlate with this time, and that's very important. It's very important too. I mean, I've even been getting that. That it's very important that we adjust what we're doing and how we function in business to the current times, to what is actually occurring and what is actually going on. There will be a lot of businesses that will fail. But it seems like there's some really, really grand ideas here, and you're really sure of yourself. Some of you are also already content because you built your empire. You know, you're at a place where you're calm, where your finances are working out, where things are okay. But you know, this 10 of coins, when I first saw it, kind of hit me a little weird because I'm like, ugh, like you're content, but you know, like where's the money? But you know, this, I don't necessarily get that it's a super bad thing that the 10 of coins is in reverse. I really get here that it's, you know, that the money hasn't yet come in because these ideas are fresh. You know, some of you are in this beautiful acceptance phase where you're preparing and you're building. But as you prepare and as you build, you know, you haven't gotten to the point where whatever you have is on the market or what you're doing is, you know, out for the world to see. You may still just be in your creative energy and be, you know, just truly manifesting that everything that you're doing will, you know, reach the right person, and the right person will see it, and the right person will fall in love with your art, with what you have to offer, with whatever that particular thing is. And, you know, and I really feel like this is positive. I feel like this is positive. This could too also talk to, you know, talk about or in reference, you know, the people who are in a position where they're not necessarily as financially secure as they're used to being. And even that halt on, you know, job and employment, you know, being content in the fact that you know you have enough money, but still feeling like it could have never hurt to have more. You know, it's, some of you did a really good job in making sure that you were saving your money and making sure that you were doing what you needed to do, putting money aside for a rainy day. And now that rainy day has come and you're very much content in the fact that, okay, you know, this could have been worse, is what this is like, basically the sense that I'm getting. Like, it could have been worse, but it's not, because you did what you had to do on the front end to make sure that, you know, everything worked out the way it was supposed to. Okay. Now, Spirit, could you tell us about Flamingo Spirit? Embrace the in-between, okay? Embrace the in-between. Whew. It's like immediately I'm starting to feel all of this anxiety. Yes, all this anxiety. It's just insane. It's insane. Oh gosh, too many cards here, Spirit. One more card, please, Spirit. One more card. Spirit, could you tell us about this nervous energy? Could you tell us about this nervous energy? Whew. Okay, all right. We have the 3 of coins. We have the 4 of coins. That's progression right there. That's progression. Oh, no, this is overall progression. And then we have the 2 of coins. So we have the 2 of coins, the 3 of coins, and the 4 of coins. Okay? So the first thing that I'm getting is that this anxiety is growing. This anxiety is growing. You know, it started off with, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know, you know, which way I should go, or some of you may be really tired because that yarn was literally out of nowhere and I'm not sleepy at all. Some of you may be tired, tired of the situation. Some of you are extremely extroverted, and this situation is driving you nuts being in the house all day. Because even with this 2 of coins, it's like I almost get the sense that it's like you want to go outside and you want to just live your life and you want to be so bad, and it's like you're stuck in the house because you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything. You know, you're used to being around people, you know, with this 3 of coins, and you can't be around anyone, and you're forced to kind of sit in the house and face your own demons, so to speak. Like, and it's driving you nuts, the fact that there's only you. Understand that, you're supposed to be embracing this in between. Teaching and learning, how to love yourself, and how to not be so reserved with how you're feeling. All the stuff that you have bottled in with this Four of Coins, it's time to release that. It's time to let up. It's time to allow yourself to deal with the things that you've been holding back from everyone else, or the things that maybe you're even just bottling up inside. It's definitely time, and it's a beautiful time to do that, because no one else is around. You're in the perfect spot to break down, to cry, to go through all of the flux of emotions, to say, oh my God, I'm angry, oh my God, I'm sad, oh my God, what is wrong, or I'm going through moments of confusion, or maybe I'm a little anxious. Like, it's the perfect time to go through and unpack all of your feelings and all of the things that you want for yourself, because it is in this that you find a whole new perspective. It is in this that you really get to see how much of a benefit this process that we're currently going through is. This is rebirth. This is renewal. This is not something that should cause panic. I'm not at all saying that we shouldn't be precautious. We should be precautious. We are still living this 3D experience. We are still here in this realm. Of course we should be precautious. But being in a state of fear doesn't help you, and definitely doesn't help anyone around you. Embrace the in-between. Embrace the fact that you're in the perfect spot to grow, to nurture yourself, to comfort yourself, so that once it's time again to go back out into the world, you're prepared. You may even step back out into the world an entirely different person than you entered this hermit mode in. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you need to, reach out to people, talk to your friends, allow yourself that space. Yes, like extremely, and I'm yarning again, sleepless nights, insomnia, just like going through it, just not getting enough rest. And it's like, why not? This is the perfect time to rest. This is the perfect time to catch up on sleep. And it's almost like I get this sense that it's like you're just pushing yourself entirely too hard, when it's not necessary. It's just not necessary. It's not. Stay in the house, relax, close the door, stop looking outside, stop looking for an opportunity to leave the house. Embrace the fact that you're in hermit mode. Embrace the fact that the only voice that you have to hear right now is yours. Sit down, meditate, do yoga. There's so many different things you can do. Color, dance around your house. Whatever floats your boat, whatever completes you and makes you happy at the end of the day is what you need to do. But I'm really getting the sense that, a lot of people who are connected to this, flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between, are those artists. Some of you, along the way have lost your way, have lost your inspiration. And right now is like ideas are coming to you left and right. You're really excited to get back into the groove of doing things, of working on the things that you want to work on, of painting, drawing. But it's also time to stop procrastinating. Work on those things. Get it done so that you can give your art and what you have to offer out to the people that need it. Because while you're sitting in this place feeling as if, nobody wants what I have, they do. And they're out there and they're ready to buy it, because people have nothing to do but go online and buy everything right now. A lot of people do. There's so many people out here that just have the money to spend and are looking to spend it on you, but you got to get them something to buy. You have to give them something to buy. So yeah, I mean, just embrace the in between, be peace. Love is all around you, and it truly is. And we're just in such a beautiful, beautiful energy right now. And I just wish people would, again, stop looking at the glass half empty, but look at it half full. There's so much renewal and so much rebirth that is happening right now within all of us. I am changing every day of quarantine. I'm learning so many different things about myself, and I'm also embracing those parts of myself because I find that it's just so amazing that, at 28 years old, I'm still learning myself. And I know that may sound crazy because a lot of people, it may sound, oh, you're so young, but honestly, like, finding out, just the smallest things, and when I'm cooking, and finding out, I don't particularly like that particular spice, and not really recognizing that until now. And I cook all the time. It's like just the littlest things because I'm at home, and I really have the time and space to really unpack how I'm feeling in every single moment. I'm not rushing to get here or rushing to get there or rushing to do this or rushing to do that. Everything is a lot slower. I'm embracing every moment, and we really should be embracing every single moment. Every single moment. And, definitely get out of a negative headspace because this is not the time for that. Any type of negativity that you may be experiencing mentally or psychologically, is not going to help you through this because we're going to be in this energy for quite some time. And, I've asked Spirit in reference to the time frame. I tried to say, will it be okay in a few months? And they definitely told me that no, it's not going to be a few months. It's not going to be something that's going to be over quickly. It's going to take some time. But as, this whole situation runs its course, just remind yourself that you yourself are on a course. You yourself are being directed towards your true path. And that you should not deny yourself the opportunity to create the life that you've always wanted for yourself. For some of you, this is just a perfect time to switch gears, course correction, to kind of move yourself in a different direction. You may have been an accountant your whole life, and now you're sitting there and you're like, wow, I really want to bake cakes. And I love baking, and I've always wanted to be a baker. And now it may be time to put forth that, that business plan, sit down with yourself and say, you know what? When all of this is over, I'm going to be the best freaking baker in the world. Like, my cupcakes are amazing. My cookies are amazing. My cakes are amazing. And people are really going to embrace and love you for it because they're going to be so ready to celebrate. So it's like, what's better than a baker when I'm looking to celebrate? I need cakes for every single occasion because, congratulations, you're out of quarantine. Hey, happy back to work, or hey, it's your birthday. We didn't get to celebrate while in quarantine, so happy birthday. I mean, it's just, again, it's the greatest time to create. It's the greatest time to create, manifest, and be so intentional about the things that we're trying to create in our lives because we've been given a blank canvas. And that's the beautiful part of this time, is that we've been given a blank canvas. And now we can do whatever it is that we want. We can truly, we need to redirect some things, and we need to shift some things around. We need to cut some people off. This is the perfect time to do it. What they gonna do? We in quarantine. You ain't got to talk to these people. You don't have to see these people. We're in quarantine. So it's just the perfect time to start again, and to really be passionate about these new beginnings and all that is happening right now. Okay, because this is a really beautiful thing. Although it is coming to us in the form of, despair or, disaster for some people and even fear for some people. This is really a beautiful, beautiful energy that we're in right now, where we're being allowed the opportunity to see things fall apart so that they can fall back together. You guys know how I feel. I mean, this is just one big tower moment, honestly. Really just one big tower moment. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, it's just literally the same cards that we got for the Aries new moon. Coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. What was I just saying? Giraffe spirit, see the big picture. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. And vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. Be generous of spirit, see the big picture, trust in divine detours. This is all occurring now so that we can grow, so that we can develop, okay, a new way of life. We're moving into a new era. You know, just like I told you guys then, and so it begins. Everything is beginning again. And when you think the fact that it really, all the shutdowns, like the official shutdowns, you know, started to go into like crazy effect when we were experiencing the spring equinox, like none of this is on accident. None of this is not like, none of this is, oh my God, this is so shocking and crazy. Like, it's not. This is happening for a reason. And it's going to grow and teach so many of us. We just have to be open to the lessons that are being taught right now. Be open to the things that your higher selves are saying. Be open to what your guides are communicating. Be open to all of it. Be open to all. So I'm glad I got a chance to unpack some of that energy for you guys. And I hope this brought about, you know, some clarity for those that are in a very confusing place or not really knowing how they feel. And I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.